leaders in Wyoming are considering different property tax increase options to help fund public safety and the Parks Department.
And this comes after voters rejected ballot proposals in last week's elections. 13 on your side, Joshua Vinson joins us live in Wyoming from City Hall with more. Josh, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Jay and Meredith. Yeah, those leaders are going back to the drawing board, trying to figure out what is the best step moving forward to fund the police, fire, and the city parks. Now, you may recall just last week, voters here rejected the income tax proposal, which would have generated $6 million in annual revenue to hire more than 24 firefighters and 13 police officers and bring upgrades to the parks. On Monday, city leaders presented the council with 3 potential property tax increase options, which could go on the ballot this coming November or May of 2023. Now, the first option would increase the property tax by 8%. Generating $2.3 million. It would address some public safety needs, but would not fund the parks. The second option would raise taxes by about 18%, generating a little more than $5 million annually, addressing all of the needs for public safety. Again, it would not fund the parks. Now, and lastly, the third option would raise the property taxes by about 20%, which would take care of the needs of public safety and give the parks $600,000. Wyoming City Manager says despite residents rejecting the proposals in last week's elections, the city still need that revenue for police, fire, and the parks.
There's a gap in funding if we need to add service. We need to add personnel. And that's what these proposals were about. They were adding people to police and fire. And also, we can't forget parks, because our parks millage is now 27 years old, which means a lot of our equipment, our parking lots, our tennis courts, our basketball courts are 27 years old. We have to have the funding to keep those up.
And he went on to say they have the funds for today's needs, but they won't have the funding for the future as the city continues to grow. Now, lastly, regardless if these proposals go on the ballot in November or May of 2023, this would not go into effect until summer of 2023. We're live in Wyoming this morning. Joshua Benson, 13 on your side.